Your local Ashley HomeStore is spreading good news by bringing you Feel Good Friday.
Happy Friday, everybody. I'm Nate Eaton here at the Idaho Falls Zoo with some very noisy birds. And David, he is the executive director here at the zoo. We're about to surprise a volunteer who you tell me is the best of the best.
The Idaho Falls Zoo is absolutely dependent on volunteerism and kind people. This particular volunteer is the creme de la creme of our volunteer corps. She consistently volunteers more than anybody else. She volunteers in multiple different dimensions of the zoo operations and animal care and education. She just impacts the zoo in so many ways, day after day, month after month. We just can't say enough about our wonderful Dee. She's just fantastic.
Her name's Dee, and how long has she been volunteering, David?
It's been about 4 years.
Okay.
4 years.
And she worked out at the INL, from what I understand.
That's
and
right.
Retired and said, I'm going to go help out at the zoo.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I wonder if your viewers know how critical that is. The zoo does not operate the way the zoo operates without people like Dee. And so you say Dee, works on the landscaping, or she helps with the animals, or she helps in education. You should equate that to a functioning zoo that impacts thousands and thousands, 150,000 patrons in a year, and that ripple that goes through our economy, that goes through our quality of life in our community, all of those things. People like Dee, and Dee particularly, are critical to make that happen, and they often don't get the recognition in the community that they deserve. So we're thrilled that you're here, Nate,
Well,
and that Dee gets a spotlight today, because it's well deserved.
Hi, Dee. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you. I'm going to elbow bump you.
Alrighty.
What are you up to today?
Not much. Nate, do you remember my mom at Christmas?
Remind me of your mom.
She's the one in the trailer that you took the stuff to for the Secret Santa.
Oh, yes.
The one that thought you were scamming her.
That's your mom?
That's my mom.
That's been one of our... So have I talked to you before? Were you the daughter I talked to?
Yes.
Well, goodness runs in the family. How's your mom doing?
She's doing good.
Did she
She's
get her
doing
washer and
good.
dryer?
She did, and she's quit doing the paper. So
she
she's
did.
just taking life easy now, yeah.
But I hope she put new tires on the car.
She did.
Oh, wow.
She did.
That was one that I'll never forget.
You guys were awesome.
Oh,
You helped her so much it wasn't even funny.
Well, it was funny that she didn't know who you are. Well, today we're here to help you. Today we're here to surprise you.
Uh-oh.
Without knowing of that connection, I have heard you are the best volunteer at the Idaho Falls Zoo.
I don't know if I'm the best, but I love it here. I absolutely love it here.
How long have you been working here?
About 4.5 years. I retired from the INL and came right here afterwards. I had a dear friend who used to volunteer here, and I used to get so jealous watching all the fun things she got to do and seeing her photos and talking about the animals. And I told her, I said, the minute I retire, I'm coming to volunteer with you. And unfortunately, she's passed away since then, so I didn't ever get to volunteer with her here. But she used to walk our singing dogs quite a bit.
Oh, wow.
And I just loved watching all her fun stories, so I had to come here, and I absolutely love it.
How many hours a week do you put in?
I'm usually here, probably at least 20 a week.
And you roped in your husband to coming with you now?
I did. Yeah, he retired, so I've got him coming here too now.
So here you are picking weeds.
I am.
In a place that the public will never see.
No.
I mean, why? Why do this? You could be sitting on the couch at home.
I could. My thing is, whatever you see makes an impression. And I want everyone to love every piece of the zoo like I do.
So Dee, what are some other things you do here in addition to picking the weeds?
So once a week, I'll go up and clean after our little animals, our ambassador animals, in what we call the habitat. So up there we have an armadillo, some snakes, hedgehogs, ferrets, birds. So I go up and clean after them, make sure they have fresh water, fresh food, those kind of things. I'll help the keepers. I make diets for the birds. One of the coolest things I think I've got to do here is I got to help hand raise our gray gibbon, Sid. He was born with teeth, so of course his mom would not nurse him. At about 5 days old, he was not going to make it, so our vet made the determination to pull him and hand raise him. So there was about 30 volunteers that were helping with him. Someone had to be with him 24 hours a day. We taught him how to hang on. We wore a vest. It kind of looked like Sasquatch, for lack of a better explanation, because we had to teach him how to hang on. When they're brachiating through the trees, they can go about 30 miles an hour.
Wow.
So they've got to hold on, and they're holding on even when they're sleeping. We got to teach him how to take a bottle. He got to, sleep right on us. It was the coolest thing ever.
Well, David spoke very highly of you and all of the other volunteers. Of course, the zoo couldn't run without people like you. So, Ashley Furniture wants to send you and your husband to dinner and let you do a little bit of shopping.
No way.
So there's a gift card that you can go to the store, and there's online options too.
Oh, you guys are awesome.
And then
Thank
go
you.
get a steak. Go have a nice meal with
Oh,
your
my
husband.
word.
That is so awesome to be rewarded for something you just love doing.
Well, you're right, and I know you don't do it for the reward, but we wanted to thank you. So there you go.
Oh,
And
you guys are awesome. Thank you very much.
please tell your mom hi.
I will.
Your local Ashley HomeStore is spreading good news by bringing you Feel Good Friday.